Hi there, and welcome to the MPC Academy. In this Getting Started tutorial, I'm going to walk you through the MPC Key sequencer so you can start making your own beats and tracks. Now, to access the main sequencer page, press the Main tab, and this will now take us to our main sequencer window. Now, if you're familiar with the MPC workflow, this is the same sequencer that's inside MPC Live, Live 2, MPC 1 and X. But if you're new to the platform, you're going to be up and running in no time. Now, on our main sequencer window, you can see we have our sequence name. So this is the name of our beat. Now we can change this at any time. If we just press the A tab, we can now name our sequence or our track to whatever we want it to be. Then we have our tempo. We have a dedicated tempo button on MPC Keys where we can now change and dial in our tempo. Then we can set our bar length. So I'm using 4 bars, but we can increase it to 8 or any bar length you desire. Then underneath this, we have our tracks. So this is where we record all of our MIDI information. But we can also record audio tracks into our sequencer. If we go to our audio tab, we can record up to 8 audio tracks using the mic input, guitar or the line input to record different instruments. So we're going to go to our MIDI tab and then we need to select a track type to record. Now our first track type is our MPC drums. This is where we can use the pads to play our beats. Our second tab is for our plug-in instruments where we can access all of the instruments inside MPC Keys. Next is key groups. This is where we can play sampled instruments. Then we have clip launching for live looping. Then MIDI for external sound modules and keyboards. And then we have CV for sequencing modular racks. But we want to start sequencing a plug-in instrument. So we go to the plug-in tab and now I'm going to be selecting one of our plug-in instruments by pressing the sounds button, and now I've selected Fabric XL and I'm using Amped Rhodes. Now I'm going to activate my metronome by pressing the button, and now I'm going to go to our quantize button and make sure time correction is on so any notes that are played out of time will be corrected. So let's hit record, play and start. I'm going to start by putting down my chord progression. Now that's done, we're going to come out of overdub. And then I'm going to hit the grid button, which will bring up our piano roll. This means that I can now look at all of the notes that I've just played, and I can take my select tool and I can start editing. So we can zoom in and look at all of our notes. We can transpose our notes up and down our grid. We can nudge our notes back and forth. We can change the start and end time of our notes. We can use our erase tool. We have a pencil tool for drawing notes in, and we can undo. And we can edit all of our velocities across each of our notes. Now let's zoom back out. And as you can see, the piano roll really gives you hands-on control over your editing. So now let's go to our main page and we're going to navigate to track 2, which is our drum track. And now we're going to be using our MPC pads to lay down our beat. Let's hit overdub. Now let's go to our drum grid, come out of overdub, and now we're going to lay some additional drums over the top. Having the MPC drum pads and the iconic workflow inside really makes laying down beats and grooves a breeze. Now I'm going to take this vocal sample, hit 16 levels, and now it's going to repitch it across the pads. This means that I can repitch the sample in real time. Now our beat's done, we're going to go back to our main menu, come out of record. Now if I hold down track, I can jump between my plugins that I've assigned to each track. Now let's lay down our bass line. Once you've found your bass line, hit overdub, Now we're recording over a track. Out of overdub, go to our grid. We can use our touch interface, and here's our notes. Now let's hold our track button down. We're going to jump to track 4, and we're going to lay down a melody using Fabric XL. Press overdub. Now we've got our melody down, we're going to add some pads. Hold down track, jump to track 5, and we already have Fabric assigned to our track. Once you've locked in your melody, simply press overdub. Come out of overdub, go to our grid. Now we can see all of our notes. Now we're going to add some solo lead over the top. Hold our track down, and I've already assigned Fabric XL to track 6. And we're going to use our touch strip to add some live effects. If you hold down the touch effects button, you can select effects in real time and jump between all of the different presets. Let's go to a low filter. To learn more about MPC Key 61, head over to the akaipro.com website and check out the MPC Academy. See you next time.